I yield myself such time as I may consume.
Gentleman is recognized.
Mr. Chair, my amendment would reduce funding for the failed ground-based mid-course defense GMD program by $404 million. This missile defense program was designed to intercept limited, intermediate, and long-range intercontinental ballistic missiles before they re-enter the Earth's atmosphere. Now, a fine idea, but the only problem is that while this failed missile defense program rarely hits anything, it continues to cost taxpayers billions of dollars. If target wasteful spending, then a missile defense program that can't hit its targets is a good place to achieve taxpayer savings. This program has documented failure after failure. In a time of large deficits and increasing debt, Congress should have to justify every penny that we spend of taxpayer money, and there isn't any justification for spending an additional $400 million on a weapons program that simply doesn't work. Since 1997, the system has failed more than half its tests, missing its target 9 in 17 times. A scheduled March flight test was canceled because they're still evaluating the previous failures. Lieutenant General Patrick O'Reilly, the director for the Missile Defense Agency, testified that the flight test failures weren't because of lack of funds. In fact, he said, quote, "I don't think those failures would have been avoided if we would have had a larger or lesser budget than we had," end quote. This is not a problem that we can solve by throwing more taxpayer money and larger deficits after it. American taxpayers cannot afford a Congress that keeps spending money on programs that don't work. Now, I'm sure the other side will discuss the issues of why there's a strategic importance to a long-range missile threat and preventing attacks from North Korea and Iran, neither of which currently possess the ability to launch a missile. But a missile defense system that doesn't actually defend against missiles is no defense at all. My amendment would cut funding for this program by $400 million, just as the General Government Accountability Office, GAO, recommended. They took a close look at GMD and settled on a reasonable recommendation. We cut spending by $403 million. It's what my amendment is. To quote the GAO, until the failure review investigation is completed, mitigations are developed and proven in ground testing and then confirmed through flight testing, funding for GMD is premature. I wholeheartedly agree with the GAO and reserve the balance of my time.